Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and we are back, and we are pretty much in hell. At least the Democratic cities are, and how bad they're actually falling. And I'm going to say this and once and for all that you guys need to get out of these big cities. I know Tim Pool says this a lot, and it might be a mimic of his video of saying that he failed, that the cities failed a lot, that you need to get out of these cities. But I agree. I also need to get out of this city too. At least I am not necessarily in the worst type of hellhole of city in to where I'm at. Luckily, so there's that. Trust me, I'm not exactly in LA, or I am not in San Francisco. Thank God. But I'm in one of these mini cities, and it's not as bad here, but it's still kind of bad. It's still pretty bad. So yeah, I kind of refuse to want to relive these places, but yeah, people need to get out, and we're gonna start seeing videos and stuff of the actual decay of these cities and the policies that Democrats have that are causing all these problems. So, due to that fact, let's take a look at these articles. Why would anyone want to be a cop in America today? Fierce police union shares footage of two NYPD cops being subjected to racist abuse while patrolling the streets of Eric Adams' rotting apple. And we'll watch some of these things as well. Not all of them, but some. If he feels problem is because the way you're actually portraying yourself, acting like a fucking monkey, and then also include and at making sure that you're a degenerate piece of shit human being. This is the state of New York, guys, and everything else that's happening here. And this is what you voted for, guys. By the way, all Democrats, all people that want to vote for Democrat, this is what you voted for. Yeah, but don't worry, we have more damning news. So don't worry, you don't think this is going to be it. Don't think I got the full gotcha yet, because there's more to come. Obviously, as shocking mob of looters ransack and destroy 7-Eleven store in Democrat-led LA, leaving store worker fearing for his life. And Libs of TikTok would love to show this to you. Let's watch. Look at that. Oh, I see that guy almost gets knocked down, throwing stuff. Oh my, look at this. Just complete mayhem and destruction by the looks of it. Ooh, that's bad. Look at this. Look at that. That's an army of people. Literally a sea of people just robbing a store. And this is freaking in LA. Why would people want to live here, exactly? Tell me why. My God, it's just freaking awful. Then we have over here, we have Portland, we have some of these other crazy videos. This is from, I can't show this video because it's actually literally a death of a person. So I can't show this, but this is in New York City. A group of kids beat a New York City taxi driver to death in broad daylight. Police have arrested 2 scumbags and are searching for 3 other teenage girls, 13, 15, and 16 years old. To make it worse, they are charging the one who landed the fatal blow with manslaughter. Of course, because manslaughter is what this person really needs to be put under. Yeah, why not but just, murder instead? But of course, again, you guys voted for this. I don't feel sympathy for you. You know why? Because you voted for it. If you want to keep on living in this great land of destruction and mayhem and death, go ahead and be my guest. Keep on doing it. In fact, keep on voting for these people. Destroy your city. Keep on doing it. I don't really advocate for you people at all anyways, because this is what's going on in these democratic cities. You have racism and sexism. It's racism in New York City. You have the absolute mayhem of mass looting in Los Angeles. Why would we want to go to these places? And then here we go with the death of downtown San Francisco. Cleveland and Portland have been seeing activity drop by almost 50% as soaring crime in the Democratic-run cities forces workers, tourists, and homeowners away. San Francisco, Cleveland, and Portland have the most deserted downtowns in the U.S. as soaring crime rates in the Democratic cities scare away workers and tourists. In a recent study by the Institute of Governmental Studies at the University of California, Berkeley, San Francisco's downtown area was found to be only 31% active over the spring of 2022 when compared to pre-pandemic levels. The Cleveland at 36% and Portland at 41%. Meanwhile, cities like Salt Lake City, Utah, Bakersfield, California, and Columbus, Ohio are enjoying the fastest comeback, seeing their downtown activity go up by more than 110% since 2019. By tracking more than 18 million smartphone users traveling through America's busiest downtowns, researchers have found that three cities which have been plagued by a spike in crime are trailing in COVID-19 recovery. Downtowns with the 5 fastest and 5 slowest recoveries in activity following the pandemic. Let's look. Oh my. See this? See this? All this is bad. All of this is just really, really, really bad. And this is, again, this is mostly ran by Democrat-run cities, and they're all going to hell. See, it's not happening in some of these other cities, luckily, but these are the biggest cities because you have the most Democratic people there. And all that great stuff. See all these homeless areas here? According to the latest available FBI's Unified Crime Report, which we don't need, by the way, anymore. FBI is now considered a terrorist and danger to society at this point. San Francisco had the highest overall crime rate of the 20 largest cities in the United States, recording 7,000 crimes per 100,000 populations in 2019. That was more than double the crime rates in New York and Los Angeles, and well above the rates in the next largest cities, Chicago, Houston, and Phoenix. A year later, following the Black Lives Matter protests, the call to defund the police grew among Democratic leaders. Of course it did. San Francisco Mayor London Breed demanded cities defund the police last year, announcing that the Golden Gate City would be one of the first to do so and promising to slice $120 million from the budgets of its police and sheriff's departments. The city also greenlit its first open-air drug market in the San Francisco Civic Center, which spurred vagrants and homeless encampments across the city to use illegal substances out in broad daylight. Breed has since made a screeching U-turn and announced she was asking the city's broad supervisors for more money to be given to the police to stamp out drug dealing or car break-ins and thefts. Well, I mean, yeah, I don't really want to say it that way, but, yeah, look at this. Homicide, assault, robbery, larceny, rape, total crimes. All this stuff is just all the way up in San Francisco. Look at this. It it's just insanity. Meanwhile, in Cleveland, the city is urgently trying to recover from its historically high crime rate, which saw an average of 10,435 arrests in the past 3 years. As the first half of the year, the city has only reported 3,964 arrests, round out by 4,000, with weapon charges sinking by 51% since last year, with the police reporting a 49% drop in guns confiscated. Drug arrests have dropped by 32% since the same time last year. There were 29% fewer arrests for Grand Theft Auto, but police are still contending with high homicide rates, reporting 90 killings as of August, only slightly down from the 101 murders reported by the same time last year. In 2021, 169 people died in homicides, more than double the figure from a decade earlier. In 2020, 179 people were killed and marked an increase over 2019's number of 122. Cleveland Mayor Justin Bibb has helped with the turnaround in the city and is currently looking to end a federal court oversight of the city's police force in order to allow officers to crack down on violent crime. The quickest we can get out of this decree, the better it will be for the police department and taxpayers. So, yeah, look at this. All these things are up. All of it. This Portland's really, really bad, guys. It is really bad. It's not good. You see a gunshot, as he sits on the street after his hospital release in Portland. Yeah, he would. And then we go into Chicago and look at this. All this. This has just gone up. Statistical Mayor Slary as versus 5 largest cities. Yep. This is all crazy, guys. And this is all happening in, this is essentially just happening across all these Democratic cities. Get out of these cities, vote correctly, and make sure that you're not a victim of a crime. I know, for one thing, I'm not going to these cities at all for any type of particular reason. Because if I do, I'm going to risk getting killed myself. So I refuse to do this on the grounds of my own life, you know. That being said, that's it for the video, guys. Like, subscribe, share, and as always, take care.